You have the oil here.
You tell me what I fucking have here. Where's yours?
Sure, bought some.
Don't worry about what I have.
Okay, I'll buy some.
Don't worry about what I have.
Yeah, but we are live on another installment of Pulling Teeth Radio, and I am sitting next to Kevin from the Invisible Man. Yeah, dude.
He's right, Tom.
What am I grabbing titties?
Man, sister did makeup and shit for that movie. They used his hand to grab the titty, and it wasn't like a real titty, but like it was his hand. His hand in the movie was fucking.
There's a fake titty in that movie?
No, god damn it, David.
Why? All right, yeah, bud. So we are here. How are you guys doing? What? This is my song. Are we live on Pulling Teeth Radio though, or on? It looks like it's on yours.
No, it's not. It's not.
Oh, we are live on Pulling Teeth Radio. Yeah, but
You done yelling?
I'm done yelling. I had to yell over the music.
No, you didn't. You didn't even have to talk or do nothing. The whole point of that music being in there was just to fucking play music till I sat down, and then until Josh got done eating, and then till we all sat down. It's just kind of like just ambience music.
It's filler.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I'm like John. I'm just scared to try and stand up.
Doesn't matter. Damien's still being Damien.
And it's enough entertainment for everybody.
You literally have
I want to
to.
stand up.
You literally have to tell him what to do every time.
Not true.
Very true.
Not true.
Very true.
So how's everybody doing tonight? It is a nice, lovely Saturday night, and we are here to discuss to you the most intimate things of the internet this week.
It's not the only things on the internet. You know.
Well, there you go.
Move your torch that you fucking love so much. Get it out of my way. Thank you. I guess I'll bring something over there for Damien.
Well, I'll make sure I take care of it.
I think Josh is going through some times.
Josh is just sore. He needs to get over it.
Damien, you don't have to sit like that. Nah,
So it looks good.
I mean, whatever.
We should put the goose here. So much. We should put the goose here, bro.
I mean, it would fit. It would fit.
It totally fit. It totally fit.
Here, Damien, you got what you wanted.
And bad.
Don't drop my bubble cap. And you can try this stuff too. Burley, number 9.
Burley number 9.
I don't even know what that means.
Oh yeah, I got this already. This was pretty good.
Never tried it. Never heard of
It
it.
was not bad.
Never heard of Burley.
Burley.
What would fit? What do you mean? What would fit?
You got my gloves up. Close up. That's like our best follower. He shows up at every line.
No sir. No sir.
What are you doing?
No sir.
What are you doing?
Because you wouldn't be able to stay here, but you won't just chill. You'll need everybody's attention. This is not the Rufus show.
Exactly.
This is not the Rufus show. Listen, if you're in here, make sure you share. Don't forget to share.
It would fit. I hear you.
You think so? What would fit?
You just explained it. You just jumped in here and heard that, and I said, "What would fit? You know what would fit? It would fit 12 pieces."
I got the pieces. Okay.
Speaking of both pieces, I gotta send you the link to it. I used to put together a lot of model cars, and today I had lunch with my dad.
That makes sense now.
Yeah, my dad today at
all the
lunch.
glue that you've huffed.
Yeah.
That makes sense now.
But today at lunch, my dad brought it up. He said, "Hey, I was looking in the old storage unit, and I found a bunch of your model cars." I said, "Holy shit!" So I went online today and I found some really cool model kits of AT walkers.
Really?
Yeah, dude. And they're like, there's a couple of different types of kits. There's the plastic kits that are all like molded together that you gotta like cut off and then piece together.
How big were they though?
Oh, they
Big
range.
size.
They range. There's some really cool AT walkers. I can get a good one that's like a foot tall and 2 feet long, which is like a real AT walker. It's like
Yeah.
a 1 foot scale, I guess. And then, but they're all molded plastic on pieces that you got to cut off. And then I found this cool company that makes. You buy the kit and it looks like just a bunch of like sheets of metal together, and you just push out the pieces of metal and you piece them together, which is really cool.
Yeah, I tried doing those many things, and well, they're just not for me.
Really?
Yeah, it takes so long to do them and like everything like that. I'm not. I mean, they're cool like once you get them done, but I can't do it.
Yeah, I love kits, man, and like I watched a show called James May, the Reassembler,
Mhm.
and basically they give him like a vintage piece of technology or machinery, all in its individual pieces. Like let's say it's a lawnmower. It's not just the lawnmower and its pieces. Even the motor is in its individual pieces. The handlebars are in its individual. And he pieces it back together. And he did one recently of a model train. And the model train blew my mind because model trains from back in the day had some really, really cool shit in them. Man, like really cool motor work, really cool, like tons of stuff. I love it. What's sad is that like a lot of the toys from back in the day, kids can't even play with anymore.
Yeah, toys aren't made the same anymore. They're definitely made cheaper. They don't last as long.
And there's safety shit.
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, my dad, no joke, he would like fucking in the yard, he would always kick my Tonka trucks. And at that time, Tonka trucks were like, yo, I'm talking about like a 4-pound dump
Piece of
truck.
plastic, yeah.
No, they weren't plastic then.
They're metal
They were
ones.
metal. They
Yeah.
were hard metal. Dude, I remember one time my dad kicked one and then he slung it. Like he threw it across the yard. Like I like watched it soar. And of course, you know what I mean? Of course, I'm a child. How I stop leaving my toys everywhere. I'm like, they're in the yard. I don't leave them everywhere. Just in the yard. Nothing wrong with that. Yeah, kids do grow up virtually now.
Yeah. Like everywhere I go, I see kids on their fucking cell phones. Look, bro, when I first started working with heavy machinery, I would drive past kids with my tractor, and they'd be like, "Whoa, tractor!"
Never seen one of those before.
Now they don't even give a fuck, though.
Yeah.
You know, that bothers me. That really bothers me. You know, like they're not interested by shit no more. They're stimulated by technology and bullshit.
Well, technology is cool, but there's a certain extent to where like you just have to cut it off. Like everything is not technology. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but the thing is, like, it was simpler back then. Like, when I was a kid, bro, I saw a fucking fire truck. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, you got excited about it. Yeah, when I was a kid, I used to have these videos of just like fire trucks doing fire truck shit. I had a video of dump trucks just doing dump truck shit. Like it was all these different videos of like this heavy machinery, just doing heavy machinery stuff.
There was infomercials about it, like
I do remember that.
VHS.
I remember one of them, the one that you get with the front end loader. It came with a front end loader.
Yeah, like dude, the other day I was working at the park, and I got on the front end loader, and I had a load of clay in the bucket. Each bucket, if you work on heavy machinery on an average front end loader, you have about 2 yards of material in your bucket. And I drove through the park, past a bunch of kids, and maybe like one out of like 30 of the fucking kids were like, "Whoa, look, a tractor." Every other kid there was on their fucking cell phone. It was terrifying.
Yeah, of course.
This is just CBD weed, not actually smoking illegal drugs.
Josh is actually somewhat hurt.
I'm a medical MMJ patient.
I mean,
That's a lot.
it's all magical.
Oh man.
Dang, so
So it's been a busy fucking week, and last week we didn't do a podcast, but we do have to cover the fact that both of you got some really cool shit from the ODB Supreme drop.
yes,
Bro,
that we did.
I am jealous.
I just got the deck actually.
That's what I'm jealous about, the deck and the shorts and jersey combo.
I got the shorts, the jersey, the deck. And it's crazy because I thought I was gonna resell some of it, but then I'm gonna keep it all. I'm definitely just keeping it all for myself.
Which
Like
is what you should do, you know?
The
Like,
thing is, like when it comes to something like that, like to me, it's I mean, it's more of like a collector's item to me at that point.
It's the problem of that. I always buy stuff that I like.
Yeah, I
If
only buy
stuff
stuff that I
like I only buy things that I like, and I always end up wanting to keep it.
Well, it's better than buying things that you like than buying something you don't like and it not reselling. At least you know if you buy something that you like, you get to keep it and you get the ability of saving it. David, what are you doing with your face?
making a thumbnail.
That's a thumbnail.
That's the thumbnail.
I don't want to see what's in the video.
It's horrible. It's horrible. Trust me.
You think so?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah, the ODB drop is really nice. And then today I really wanted to send you guys a link to that. I think the name of the company is Doom God. And they did a fucking badass collab with Blockbuster Video.
Well, it's not a collab, it's just a bootleg.
No, because it's licensed. Remember, Blockbuster, even though they don't have any stores, they have one store.
Yeah,
But it's still a corporation. It's still a right. It never went under, you know?
no, but wait, so that they're doing a license collab?
I believe it is a license collab with Blockbuster. That's why they get to use certain phrases that were used from Blockbuster, and they get to use the there's actually one of the shirts is one of the cassette cases. You know?
it's the main logo.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm gonna start making so much more bootleg stuff.
Right?
Yo, today, Josh and I went down to well, I'll start off with a very stressful morning that we had. Both of us stayed up till 3 a.m. hoping to get these shoes. We didn't get them. We didn't get the raffle. We didn't get anything. So 3 a.m. we're like trying to get these shoes. Didn't get them. Went this morning to go wait in line. Now, mind you, I already was told, don't worry. But when you're told that, it doesn't matter because you still have to do like everybody else.
You can't rely on anything.
Yeah, and you got to wait in line too. By the time we got in line, all they had was like a size 12. And as I'm like telling the guy, my buddy's like, nah, dude, I got you. And he had mine and Josh's sizes just like sitting there.
Nice.
Like
Behind the counter.
Yeah, waiting for us like once again. Man,
That dude's
honestly-
a fucking man.
Did you roll that joint?
Yeah.
honestly, out of all like
CBD weed.
retail stores that I go to, Kith is my favorite retail store. Like,
Really?
yeah. Well,
Great store.
it's like, okay, they don't only just sell clothing, they sell like
It really is
accessories,
just CBD weed.
accessories too. They sell like a wide variety of brands. They have a bunch of fashion brands that people have never heard of, which is good because it's constantly like reintroducing like new companies. Not only that, but like a lot of people don't really wear Kith. Like I feel like
No, not a lot of people.
Kith is for like, it's not really for like kids. I feel like Kith is for like adults though.
Yeah, that's how I feel about Burberry. Burberry's for adults. And
I don't even think Kith makes kids clothes.
They do. They make
Do they?
children. Yeah, they make children's clothes, but they look they're exact same thing as the adult clothes. So like you and your child could match.
Match, yeah, just the same.
big gay ass. And
What is Spliff TV?
I think that's Gum God. Gum Gang.
Oh.
I think it is.
Man, I wish you could go live with people in here.
Just go gang.
Scoot over.
Go gang, be happy that
Join
you're
you guys on the
YouTube.
couch.
We can fit. Oh, yeah, since Damien's going to sit like that, we can all fit.
But yeah, I mean,
Yeah, sure.
there's been some awesome drops, but there's also other things that, like, you know, unfortunately, we live in a day and age where we're being spied on at all times. So there's this artist that I've been following called Jack.
You think you're being spied on?
Oh, we're all being spied. You never know.
I think
But,
it's Canes.
That no, it's not. But that
Last
artist.
time I checked, man, I've seen Goodfellas. Okay, you get enough cocaine's going. You get the feeling like you're followed. I seen the
Nah,
helicopter. He came out.
That's a good scene though. When he
He
sees
has
the
a-
helicopter.
Yeah, you got fucking stir the sauce.
Hey,
What the
but
sauce
don't talk
said.
shit though. He was on cocaine and all that. Saw the helicopter.
That's what I'm saying.
And knew it, and he still got raided later on that day. So he fucking knew it. He ain't stupid.
Oh, he knew what was going on at that time. Who didn't? They all knew.
But you know, we're all being spied on. So I've been following this fucking artist called Jack Dust, the one that I showed you with the skulls. And he makes the Tupac skulls and all
Oh,
that.
that's his name, Jack Dust.
Yeah, so since I've been following him, Instagram's been showing me these other artists, and they just showed me this.
Yeah, we're reading comments. If you write to them, we will be reading them for sure.
I ain't reading comments. Go fuck yourself.
David can't read.
Not in this condition, no.
What? Totally, I plan on making another gum gang. You should make another gum gang YouTube.
You should. You should.
I mean,
Just,
everybody wants to be watched, though, so it doesn't really matter if we're being watched. Everybody wants to be watched. There's not one person that doesn't want you to know what the fuck they're doing. Even if they're doing the most illegal activity right now, they want you to know what they're doing.
there's a video that Gum Gang posted today. He's on a scooter. He lives in like Central Florida. He posted this video today of him on like some scooter that in Central Florida, for some reason, there's fucking scooters everywhere. And it's like this fucking backwoods fucking shitty scooter. And he's like, this is how we do burnouts in the woods. And he's just doing donuts. And the thing is, like, the soil in Florida is on coral base, so it's all this white sand.
Limestone.
Exactly. And he's just like getting stuck in the sand. I thought it was funny. Oh, man. I keep getting fucking emails from Black Cloth Clothing. You know, ever since I bought that mystery box from them way back when.
Was it a good mystery box?
Well, the mystery box that I
Oh,
bought from
is
them
it?
was awesome. I got I wear it every Christmas. It's my Baphomet Christmas sweater. I know you like that thing. I have a Baphomet Christmas sweater from them, and the box also came with like a Baphomet T-shirt, and like stickers and bullshit. Like I like Black Craft Clothing. There's other clothing lines I really like, the Left Hand Craft.
Mm-hmm.
Left Hand Craft makes shoes, and they have these fucking badass Chuck Taylor Converse with sulfur crosses on them or pentagrams, which I really like, dude. Like, there's a lot of companies like Belial Clothing. I love Belial Clothing. They're out of Brazil.
Wow, never heard of it.
Yeah, man, they're a
What does it
smug. Belial is one of the demons, and he basically they make clothing like Black Craft. But the owner of that company is Brazilian.
Okay.
And he lives in Colombia. And so he speaks Portuguese, which is Brazilian, and he speaks Spanish. So me and him go live once in a while, and we talk, and he makes some really cool clothing. Like I like all the cool name brand shit that you guys get. You know, I think some Supreme stuff is cool. The kids stuff is cool, but I like the darker stuff. When I see Left Hand Craft or Black Craft or Blonde.
You want to know my problem with those companies, though? You know why I buy the shit that I buy?
Why?
Quality.
I understand that because Supreme does have amazing quality shirts, and
They're actually kind of slipping lately.
No.
I would-
If you buy the Supreme shirts, the shirts that Supreme actually makes, not their screen printed shirts. Now, mind you, their shirts are fucking. Dude, I don't even know what they print on because it's a double seam shirt, so which means it's definitely a fucking printed shirt. You know what I'm saying?
well, the quality of
Their
shirt.
shirts are not cut and sew.
Well, the quality of shirt that I'm talking about was the last line that Supreme did that I was really interested in, which is the Slayer line. And the Slayer line, if you look at them, there are great quality shirts, great quality sweatpants, great sweaters. Like the Slayer Supreme line,
Yeah, but that
It's
was how many years
amazing.
ago?
that was like what, 3 years ago?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so that was their shit
Things
has
have changed. Yeah,
so much.
it's
Yeah.
changed a
Their
lot.
change went from like their mediums, which I have one of their old mediums, which fits bigger than this shirt, and this is a fucking large.
I mean, that happens along with a
There's
lot of these
street-
companies.
streetwear was supposed to be bigger and baggier.
That's what I'm saying. Like a lot of these streetwear companies, like they're doing really good, but once they get like a lot of money, the quality goes down. Like one company that I really like I'm not, you guys know I'm not big on the fucking streetwear thing, but one streetwear company I love is Spray Ground. I love Spray Ground. I buy their shit.
I wouldn't really call them a streetwear company. They make bags. They
make bags. They make some other stuff, and like I really like that company. And I have their first generation leather book bags, and they remade those same book bags, but not in leather. Like the bag I have here, the Spray Ground bag I have here, of the gold drip Louis knockoff, that used to be in leather, and it was great. And I have it. I have the black and gray one. And it held together great. I had this motherfucker for a couple of months, and it's already separating at the seams. Like a lot of companies do that, and like that's why I like going with the lower end companies. Like when I see Belial Clothing or Left Hand Craft, even Blackcraft has their own store in LA. You can go in there and buy furniture. They make everything,
Really?
but it's good quality. It's good fucking that Christmas sweater I have, which is my favorite holiday item.
Crazy.
Bro, they sent me that box I bought was a holiday box. I got the Baphomet Christmas one, and I also got the Blackcraft Christmas tree ornament. That goes on my tree every fucking year, bro. And I love it because it's good quality. And like I agree with you that companies do lower the quality, but there's certain companies that don't give a fuck. Like,
well, you have Supreme like that, for example, where people are gonna buy their stuff no matter what.
Yeah.
So they're kind of, I feel like, taking advantage of that a little bit, and they're not making as good.
I agree. They know people are gonna
They're
buy
upping
it.
the price, and they're making cheaper stuff, and eventually that's going to hurt them in the long run, I think, because people are gonna.
I already feel like some of it's going down.
I can't be the only one that thinks like a Kiss shirt fits better than like a Supreme shirt does. Like, there's no way I'm the only one.
I hear you. And like there's not to blow smoke up your ass, but like the Bird Crew shirt I'm wearing now.
Yeah.
There's 2XLs that fit on me like shit. There's 2XLs that fit like this.
Yeah,
That actually fits you pretty good.
And it does.
But you have to understand though, that T-shirt is cut and sew. That is not a printed fucking T-shirt.
Exactly.
Right.
That is
a
a T-shirt from
people-
Cut and Sew.
That would be $100 T-shirt from Supreme.
That's another thing I
Yeah.
try to tell people. I'm like, in the marijuana community, I get a shirt every fucking event. I walk into an event, people give me their shirts. But there's a difference. There's a guy that has the shirt that has the Hanes tag on it, that he just bought a Hanes shirt and put his fucking logo on it. Then there's guys that have their own fucking tags. And that's the difference. That's when you make real money.
Yeah, that's taking it to the next level.
Out of
Make your
all
own
the
tags.
streetwear designers, that I know personally as friends, there's only one of them that's had their shit in a store. And that's him. He's the only one that's had shit in a store.
My shit's still in the store in the design district.
Exactly. Because it has its own label.
And they sold out twice. Dude, they were selling my T-shirts for $100 a piece.
That's crazy.
Dude, they were selling.
Cling.
Dude, they were sold my hoodies. Dude, when I dropped those big long hoodies, dude, like no men bought them. Only women bought them, and they were wearing them as fucking dresses,
Nice.
which was crazy.
Yeah,
Because whenever I did that pop up, like it did pretty well.
we should do something else like that.
But it's like if I do something like that, I want to do like screen printing.
It would be
too.
cool to do like what we went at round 2 today, where we literally set up like a
Like
pop up, or what did I say?
Round 2.
Yeah,
We didn't go to round 2. We went to
we
flight.
didn't even go to round 2.
Flight club.
Yeah, but that was a really good idea, though. It brings attention to your brand. It brought people into the store. I'm sure people were buying stuff.
That dude, those two dudes that were there, they own that screen printing company. He's like, I have a warehouse right over here. So that's why they had their image out in the front, like who they were, like, and they just did a thing like, yo, let us just come in. Y'all have y'all shirts. Y'all can sell y'all shirts.
Yeah,
We're gonna do this, and like y'all
it's
can.
a really good idea.
You know what I mean?
Solid.
And I don't. They probably didn't even say, "Hey, we want any money." Y'all just sell y'all's blank T-shirts. Y'all make the money. Let us come and print it. Let us promote. You know what I mean? It's the same thing. And like, dude, they were in there just doing them by hand. Like, yo, the shirts, David. Wait, dude, my shirt. No joke. Whenever I got done doing it, they like literally the two of the people that worked there. They put it on their story, like on the Flight Club story. They were all taking pictures of it. One dude was like, "Hold on, let me hold your shirt real quick."
Now, is this the Fight Club? That's an actual gym?
Flight Club.
Oh, Flight Club. Okay.
Flight.
God, that was Fight Club.
Yeah.
Bro, speaking of Fight Club, today I went to go see, I don't want to name names, but I went to go see a buddy, and I know his cousin. He goes, yo, my cousin has been boxing at a fight club for the past 2 years. And that fight club is a gym that I grew up boxing. I grew up wrestling.
I have a friend that goes there.
Yeah,
I've heard of it.
I grew up boxing and I grew up wrestling and stuff like that. I know Fight Club. You know, I used to go to the backyard fights at Perrine and watch Level and Kimbo fight and shit like that. Fight Club, you know, I've gone there and hang out. You know, maybe spar with somebody, fuck around and shit back when I would care about my body.
Damon still cares about his body.
Kind of.
Monday.
But I got a buddy who goes to, has been going to Fight Club for 2 years. And every month they have like a little tournament with the people who are like members of the gym. Where everybody fights.
See who learned what.
Let me tell you something. My buddy been for 2 years and he's lost every fucking fight. But you know what? I don't care because it's the amount that you go, it's the amount that you practice. Because you know what? I've got my ass beat a lot too. When I used to go to Miami Beach School of Boxing when I was a kid, bro, I went to Miami Beach School of Boxing from 8 years old to when I was 20 years old.
Mm-hmm.
And I got my ass beat a few times, bro. But it's the few times that even when I've lost, there's been fights that I've lost. I'm like, but I tagged you and I hurt you good, so fuck you. Like, and that's what I feel about my boy. My boy's got his ass beat.
I've been to one MMA fight class, and that shit's a really good workout.
Yeah, because you gotta understand it's different.
You gotta be. We were picking each other up and running back and like running laps,
Yeah, like
and then
but it's what, bro, when
if you
you're
roll on a mat for like a minute, you're gonna be more tired than
gassed.
you've ever been in your. You're
gassed.
done.
Let me tell you something. I did high school football all 4 years, but when I did wrestling takes the most endurance out of any more
It's
sport
so
anywhere.
hard. It's crazy.
So when I got into my first spar, my first amateur fight, it's different because it's not only that you're expanding so much energy in a fight like if you're sparring, but it's an actual fight. It's an actual fucking fight. So your nerves, everything, your adrenaline kick in, and let me tell you something, bro. I stood across the ring from somebody else, from a motherfucker looking at me going, "What's up, pussy nigga?" What? And that shit scared me. And it fucked with my performance. That's why I admire motherfuckers like Conor McGregor who know how to talk shit away.
Oh, there's an art to that for sure.
Exactly.
That's
As soon as my anxiety kicks and I'm like, nap time. I'm so tired.
Bro, that's why I don't mind my friends that I know that do boxing and they get their asses beat. I'm like, bro, you're trying.
You're supposed to learn though. If you don't get your ass whooped, what did you learn?
Exactly. Like, let me tell you something, bro. I had
that's an ego thing too.
I think one of my first
It's
fights.
humbling to get your ass beat.
Yeah, and let me tell you, when I was 14,
because you know
I did an amateur fight when I was 14 with this kid that trained with me. And we went to school every day at Miami Beach School of Montana. Let me tell you something. That was the first time where I had somebody hit me. I've been in street fights before, but this kid I knew. You know, there was no animosity.
Mm-hmm.
When he fucking hit me, I went, oh, what's going on? And I lost that fight, bro, badly. It was like, I lost everything that I've ever learned in training, everything just went out the fucking window, bro. And that's what happens. Like, there's people that learn from that shit. Like, by the time I ended boxing at Miami School, I had a good amount of wins under my belt. When I've learned to overcome shit like that. Mm-hmm. And like people, I want people to learn shit like that. People,
you learn a lot about yourself from
when you listen, bro. Mike Tyson said it the best. One of my favorite Mike Tyson jokes is, "Everybody has a plan till you get punched in the mouth."
Yeah.
When you get punched in the fucking mouth, you really know who the fuck you are then. And like one thing I learned about human nature was being a bartender. Everybody thinks they're a tough guy when they're in a fucking group.
Mm-hmm.
And I had a problem with a group of skinheads one night as a bartender. And they fucking, come outside, pussy nigga. And I jumped the bar. And my boss was like, chill. I'm like, fuck you. And I went outside against 5 skinheads. And I learned something about human nature. Everybody's tougher when they're in a group. But when that first skinhead walked up to me, I fucking snuffed him and he went to sleep. All of a sudden, like, yo, chill. Like, yo, pick up your fucking friend and get the fuck out of here. Everybody's a tough guy until you get punched in the fucking mouth.
Yeah.
That's why I just chill, bro. Life is easy, bro. Just chill. You don't need to have problems with people. Like, people get angry with the dumbest shit nowadays, bro. I saw a lady bitch on her fucking Instagram the other day, like, I just spent a week in Mexico, but I couldn't enjoy it because of our president. Like, no, bitch, you can enjoy it because of our president. You can enjoy it because you're a fucking miserable person, you bitch.
Yeah, this guy goes, it's like,
that's some Miami shit.
Skinhead called you a pussy nigga? Yeah, that's some Miami shit.
Well, bro, what was bad about that skinhead night is that those skinheads walked into Churchill's. I was working at Churchill's. That was my first bartending job.
I know that bar.
And these skinheads walk in, and there was this one fat skinhead at the end of the line. I'm looking at him and I said, yo, Your last name is Poople, nigga. I went to school with you, dog. You're fucking Latin. What are you doing with these faggots? That's when it all started. And then I got into a fight with them outside, and then some punk rock kid who was a roadie for the fucking Misfits went outside and set their van on fire while I was fighting them. He set their fucking van on fire while I was fighting these guys.
I remember somebody telling me about that.
But yeah, dude, like it's been like the job. To get back to that, the job was good for Supreme a couple weeks ago. I am liking the more and more I wear these sneakers that I'm wearing. If anybody doesn't know, I'm wearing off-white Air Force Ones. But the past 3 parties I've been to, people have fucking commented on my shoes, and I saw one kid from high school that I haven't talked to in years.
Mhm.
Yo, what's up, Damien? Hey, you're doing good, bro. I peeped the off-whites. Some people talking about, yo, I peeped the off-whites, dog. Those look good. Look good, fam.
Nah, I got a pair too. They're hot shoes.
Bro, when everybody calls you fam, they're not your fucking friends. But it was like, yo, fam, I see those off-whites.
It's
I
like
peeped
the
them.
fakest shit ever. I fucking hate that.
Man.
I'm a huge fan of don't bro me if you don't know me too. Like if you don't fucking, or when people, bruh,
Who you calling buddy, guy?
You got a guy, buddy.
hey, bruh. I'm like, no. Excuse me, sir. I'm an adult. I'm a grown ass man. You talk to me like one. Like the other day, this dude was like, this kid in the gym. He's like, oh, I thought you were trying to fire back at me. I was like, nah, man. Like obviously you can't read a text. I'm like, there is zero. Listen, if I'm texting you or messaging you, there is zero emotion in text.
Yeah, then you can't convey inflection.
It's
Unless-
very easy to
Now,
misread a text.
unless I put an exclamation point or like
Yeah.
6 exclamation
Or
points
type in all caps.
on all caps.
Yeah, then they think you're yelling.
That makes sense. But if I'm just trying to explain to you a situation, no. See, what happens is people come at you all hot and they expect you to be rude back to them.
That's
And
when
then
you
when
talk
you're not-
calmly.
Yeah, and you're just
What
like, look,
scares
man,
people.
this is what's going on. They're like, oh,
Yeah.
well, I thought, why? Because that's how you are?
But that's another thing, though. When you talk to somebody through text or over the internet, they have no fear. It's over the internet. They don't think they'll ever see
Oh
you.
yeah, everybody's
And,
a
like,
keyboard warrior.
Yeah, and one thing I got, like, I wanted to bring this up now because I've been thinking about it the whole week and it really bothered me.
Are you getting internet bullied?
No, one of my followers that I follow back, I like this guy. His whole page is about gun fucking rights and shit like that. I'm into that shit. Like, yeah, we're Americans. We deserve guns and shit like that. You know,
Not all of us.
Some of us.
some of us. I believe
Definitely not all of
I
us.
believe there should be a better registration process to get a concealed weapons or buy a weapon.
Nah, that ain't even the case, dude.
No, I think there should be a better test, man. Because we let some psycho motherfuckers have guns.
I'm not opposed to it being more
Anybody
difficult.
can get a gun, dude.
That's what I'm saying, though. When I turned 18 in Florida, I grew up in Miami, bro.
I'm a
When I
gun
turned 18, my first rifle that I ever bought at a gun store was a fucking AK-47 because that's Dade County shit. You know, and I was 18 years old. How dare you give an 18-year-old who has all this testosterone going to their body an assault rifle?
See, I'm glad you brought that up because what doesn't make sense is, as an 18-year-old, you can go buy an assault rifle and mow someone down, but you got to be 21 to go get that 9mm.
Exactly.
Which don't make
Exactly.
no sense. Like,
That
I
makes
can
no
go out and buy a
sense.
shotgun.
Yeah.
That makes
destroy all
no
kinds of
sense.
shit. But you got to tell me I can't carry this 9mm?
Like, that's what bothered me. And like,
It doesn't make
there's
sense.
this one follower though that I follow who's all about gun rights and he's very marine and all this stuff. He posted a picture the other day of something that really affected me. It was a picture of a father and daughter that were trying to cross the fucking river from Mexico to America, and they drowned.
Yeah, that picture.
Now, if you look at that picture, the daughter is under the man's shirt. And the reason that being is I know what Latin people think about. Latin people are very Catholic, very religious. And I know this man in his last moments of life thought, I'm dying. My daughter is dying. I want our bodies to be found together. So he put his daughter under his shirt. So when they eventually died and washed up on shore, that they were found together. And it bothered me because this fucking guy posted, he goes, what an irresponsible asshole putting his daughter at risk like this. And I didn't even comment, but in my brain, I told him, like, in my brain, I imagined myself telling him, like, bro, have you ever been to a country like that?
You don't understand.
And like, just because they were crossing the Mexican border doesn't mean they're a Mexican. There's a lot of countries under Mexico. Colombia,
There's a lot of
Nicaragua,
people that
Venezuela.
go through there just to get the vaccine.
Bro, you know how many people have gone from fucking Venezuela on foot,
Yeah.
all the way up to Colombia and all these countries in Mexico to cross the American border, just for the fucking chance, man, for the chance of a life. And these fucking pieces of shit are like, these fucking poor Mexicans putting their daughters and sons at risk. Fuck you, bro. You've never experienced turmoil or trouble or famine or hunger or violence in your life like that.
Shit, some of you people should actually start working that fucking hard for shit.
You know, and like
Don't nobody here want to work that hard for anything.
And the thing is, like, all the jobs that you bitch about that foreigners take from bricklaying, the carpentry, the concrete are taken because you don't want to fucking work them. You don't want to fucking do the work. You don't want to be out in the sun and risk melanoma like I've had and shit.
You've had melanoma?
I've had melanoma in my life.
What?
Yeah, I had melanoma. I have a scar on my back that you can see where it was cut out of my back. And like,
they give you a check.
And I feel you when you tell me every time that I'm sunburned, yo, I'm gonna buy you a fucking solar shirt. And I understand, and I appreciate you as a friend, but I just work. I don't think about shit. I've been forgetting my breakfast every day for the past week.
That's people's problem. They forget about their self.
Yeah, Julia. Every morning has been making me a breakfast.
You're the most fucking important thing. Like you have to have yourself to live. If
yeah.
You don't take care of yourself. Nobody else is gonna do it.
That's the thing, though. I get mad about these people who are like, oh, these fucking foreigners. Listen, motherfucker, these foreigners who built this country. The railroads were built by the Chinese. You know, our sugar supply, Cuba. The country I'm from, Cuba, supplied the world's fucking sugar supply for years. We supplied the world's sugar, you know, and then Batista fucked all that up. But either way, but like in Nicaragua también, I mean Venezuela también, fucking Venezuela at one point was the richest Spanish country in the world. It was beautiful, bro. And during the narco-terrorism, because that's what it was, during the narco-terrorism, Colombia's era with Pablo and fucking the Medellin cartel, the Cali cartel, Venezuela opened up its borders. Say, Colombians, if you're suffering from the cartel, come over to us. We'll take care of you.
We'll help you.
And when Venezuela was going through this shit with Venezuela was going through this shit with their dictator that's still in power, fucking Nicolas Maduro, Colombia said, we'll open the doors. And you know what Venezuela did? Nicolas Maduro was like, no, I'll seal the borders. Not even the UN can get into Venezuela.
Isn't the Venezuelan president Colombian?
Bro, no, the Venezuelan president is Nicolas Maduro. What he said?
Also, Jamaica is owned by the British. They were owned by.
That's another thing. The British, you know,
they still own a bunch of islands.
Jamaica declared their independence from British control in 1988. That's how recent. Countries that still have control. And another thing that nobody fucking knows about, just fucking 3 years ago, what did Russia do? Hey, we're not gonna talk about it, but Crimea, that's ours now. Fuck it.
Yeah.
You know? And let me tell you, they did it in a really cool way. When America knocked off fucking when we knocked off this African dictator that was controlling oil, we didn't knock him off and made it look like us. When we knocked off this African dictator, it's because he wanted to fucking change the American oil selling. Like the whole world, when they buy oil by the American dollar. He wanted to change that to a gold system. And America was like, fuck you, we don't have any gold. Let's fucking set this motherfucker up. So what we did is that we hired a bunch of the nation's people, the protesters, to attack the palace of fucking this dictator. And when the dictator fired back at the people, that's when we broke out the cameras. Like, look, this motherfucker's killing his own people. And that's when America got waving flags. Oh, we should go take them out. And we've done this a lot of times. After 9/11,
like we go over places, start shit, and then they
blow
them up.
Bro, after 9/11,
democracy.
Yeah,
exactly.
Like, we're just helping the people.
One of my favorite examples is after 9/11.
Taking over.
After 9/11, all we talked about was Muslim extremism and Osama bin Laden. But out of nowhere, George Bush said, "We got to go to Iraq."
Weapons of mass destruction.
And Saddam has weapons of mass destruction. Well, what do you mean? Well, he also helped out Osama, and he tried to kill my daddy. And that's like Americans waving flags. Yeah, fuck it, go liberate them. Liberation means, hey, whatever resources they have in this country, we're taking.
Yeah, but he was working for him too, though.
That's the thing, though. That's another fucked up thing, though. If you want to dive into all this conspiracy stuff, we put certain people in power. We put Saddam in power. We put Castro in power. I'm really mad that I cannot remember this fucking African dictator's name that we killed over oil. And like it's really famous when we took him down. He's like in the streets being beaten by all these people, and he's covered in blood. Fucking. Yasser Arafat. No, it's not.
How about you use a Google phone that works so well of yours?
Yeah, right.
Brother, why don't you?
Why don't you fucking ask Jerry?
Why don't you use that Google phone of yours? You don't even know what to Google.
I know it's
talking to it, dang it. Tell it what you want. Tell it what you want. It ain't one of them magic 8 balls. You can't just shake it and give you an answer.
Dictators.
I mean, everybody's got Googles.
Well, that's another dictator I remember. Idi Amin. Who's the greatest president that Africa ever did see? Idi Amin. That motherfucker had his own fucking catch song. His own fucking theme song.
I mean, if you're a ruler, you might as well. Who doesn't have their own?
Gaddafi. That's what I was talking about. Gaddafi. When we took down Gaddafi.
They stabbed him.
Yeah, they fucked
Bro, they fucked him up, bro.
Stabbed
And
him,
we
yeah.
took down Gaddafi all because he wanted to change the world's trade on oil from the American dollar to bullion. In America, we ran our oil fucking 5 years after when Nixon put on the airstreams that we had a place called Fort Knox that was full of oil. We ran out of oil, but I mean, it was full of gold, and we ran out of gold after that. Bro, this country, most people don't talk. When we set up the United States of America, when Ben Franklin and all the other fucking founding fathers who wrote the Declaration of Independence, we were set on a gold currency system.
Yeah.
Now we can only print as much money as that we had in gold.
Well, have you ever watched that documentary about like the banking system? And
Zeitgeist,
how they
which
created
we switched to a
interest and-
fractional debt system.
Yeah.
Now we are in a fractional debt system that we basically just print money.
That's why our
Well,
money isn't working.
the money isn't all there. If everybody all went at the same time to their banks and tried to withdraw every single dollar that they had, it wouldn't be there.
Now there's
debt created off of non-existent money.
And there's people using your money to fucking clear their debt
and there's also like just so you know, like there's people
and charging you $35 for overdraft fees.
There's people that are
It's like, I'm already broke.
Yeah.
You already know I don't have money. That's why
You
my
just-
account overdrafted.
Duh.
You're gonna try and take more? Come on.
You're gonna charge me $35 for not having $35? What kind of shit is
well,
that?
that's one other thing with banking. When it comes to banking, Wells Fargo
I love
last year made $32 billion off of overdraft fee charges from Americans. Okay,
Yeah.
so they made money off of people not having money. But to beyond that is that we went to this fractional debt system. Okay, which basically has made our money invaluable. But the way that America has made their money valuable is that we control the oil market. Everybody buys their oil from Britain to Canada. Every country in the world, they buy their oil based on the American dollar. And that's what keeps our fucking economy alive. So when this stupid fucking economy collapses all around you and you have fucking poison in your fucking air conditioning system and poison in the water, that's when we remember the value of what this country has. You know what this country has in value? Guns and drugs. That's it. That's it. That's just going to be cursed.
I mean, I will say this country is ran off of a fucking black market system.
Hell
Shit.
yeah, dude.
All of Miami was built off of cocaine money.
Fuck yeah, dude.
Cities were
All
built
cocaine.
off of fucking drugs. Cities are still being built
Yeah.
off of fucking drugs.
That's one thing I wish that someday, it's stupid that I mentioned it now, but that's one thing that one day I wish I could make a video with my father.
That's the
Because
only-
my father's like an encyclopedia for everybody that ran drug money in this county, in Dade County. Because my dad, just today we were talking about it. We were talking about how Mr. Henry Flagler, the street that flagged his name out.
Yeah, no,
He's
I
getting
went to
so
his
much-
mansion.
Like he was getting so much money from drug cartels, bro, in the 80s.
Fucking like,
in the early
y'all
70s.
want to do this? You got to break me off.
Yeah, dude, like it's
Build me a house. Make me comfortable.
bro,
You know,
it's just
Gucci,
nuts,
whatever
bro.
you
Like
want.
what this country was built on, and then like, but there's certain things going on right now. Like there's a guy running for president in 2020 named Eddie Wong. Eddie Wong wants
Everybody gets $1,000 a month.
everybody. It's social currency. He wants everybody to have money, and I think that's wrong. And there's another thing that you guys are going to be mad about is that I do not believe that right now the Congress is discussing about reparations.
Oh, wait, time out.
Yeah.
Why do you think that's wrong for everybody to get money?
Because our services as human beings, they have put a price on it.
Where's that money going to come from? First of all,
Where is that money going to come from? One, That means there's a price on your life.
Does that mean
That
there's
means
no
that,
more
listen,
taxes?
you can do nothing in your life, and that's worth $1,000 a month. Just same thing with reparations. We're talking about reparations.
That's not even
now.
that much money, dude.
But it's not. But you know what? We know fucking rednecks and fucking people that live out in the country that live off of fucking welfare. They live off of nothing. And that's $1,000 a month. That just gives them more room to sell more food stamps. Like, it's fucked up.
But yeah, any
But that's-
system that you
but
put,
hold
somebody's
on,
going to
hold on.
abuse
That
it.
goes
There's no
back
way
to
to
that
avoid
goes
that.
back to the fucking black market trade to what this fucking country's ran off of. Though.
And our country's full of black market. It doesn't
Don't
mean
you have
drugs.
to
It means
Are you
everything.
supposed to utilize what you have?
You can utilize what you have, but the thing is, it becomes
Are you not supposed-
demotivational.
Are you not supposed to take from the government even if you are lazy as fuck?
Okay,
It's
but
pretty
right
hard
now,
to take from
but the thing
government.
is, you gotta understand though, when you're taking from the government, most people who do food stamp fraud or do insurance fraud, it's because they're not supposed to do it. That's why they're doing it. But once the country goes, hey, we're gonna give you reparations, or hey, we're gonna give you money for just living, it doesn't become illegal anymore. So they just do it even more because like, we'll have a. Imagine
No,
if we
because
gave.
they'll still look. Here's the thing: is whenever that happens, there won't be any more welfare. There will be no more welfare. There will be no more fucking food stamps. All that shit will be cut out because where do you think that money's going to come from?
But it's still coming from the government, so
Exactly.
it's still like we
But-
have
but
welfare.
Here's the thing: is you will no longer be able to sell your food stamps because you will only get the $1,000 a month.
And I
You
understand,
will
but
no
I just
longer get your fucking Social Security that you were getting $800 a month. Now you're just only going to get the flat.
okay,
flat
but that, but like I said though, it puts a price on your living. Imagine this.
But if
Here's a
you're
good
already
metaphor.
a piece of shit.
Yeah, that's
No, but here's a good
back there
metaphor for
about-
it. Here's a good metaphor for it. Imagine if we gave all the McDonald's workers what they wanted when they processed $15
Say
an
we gave
hour.
everyone
$15. That means we would have a world full of fucking McDonald's workers. People are gonna fuck up orders. People are gonna fuck up their jobs.
The problem lies also within the business owner.
You
Now you're saying that you own this business that's yours that you created, and we're forcing you to pay this much.
But now, like, I feel like if that was the case, and everybody wanted to be a McDonald's worker, I feel like more people would not fuck your food up then. Maybe somebody would want to take it serious.
But they won't.
I don't know.
Unfortunately, if you're giving people money every month,
It could go either
they're not
way.
gonna care.
But you gotta understand
It's
though,
gonna
how
be
many
all
times
the
you go to
above.
work and just feel like unpaid, you don't want to do a good job.
Well, look at that
And
like
you know
this.
you're gonna get $15 an hour though, so fuck it. You know?
But okay, but look at it like this. Recently,
Yeah,
they're
dude,
discussing. Recently, they've been discussing about
50-50.
reparations, and all the people that they're talking about giving reparations to are people that that are living in the same neighborhoods that were affected by slavery and segregation. All the people that they're talking about giving reparations to are people that have generations have been living in this bad neighborhood. Instead of giving these fucking people money, how about we give them money to build their fucking neighborhoods?
Reparation money.
And we don't need to give people reparations
You can't
money
give
because that
money.
puts a price on the suffering of your life.
You can't give people money, no. Like, oh, your great grandma suffered. So what?
Exactly.
Yeah, you
around.
weren't a slave.
I don't understand why people take anything.
Listen.
Every race was a slave and still is a slave.
Exactly. Now, it comes to this point. Now, if you give Africans reparations for being slaves, that means we have to give your fucking ancestors money for being Irish slaves. That means we have to give your fucking family money
Yeah,
for
I'm
being
Jewish. I was
slaves.
I was fucking a slave in the desert.
And for being for the Holocaust. You know how angry the fucking Jewish community would be if we gave the fucking African community money just because their ancestors happen to be slaves? And there's African people that weren't even fucking slaves, that were educated and were used as tools. So I mean, like it puts a price on people's suffering, which we shouldn't have.
Here's what's crazy. The Holocaust was so bad that they act like it didn't even happen.
Some people do.
Slavery.
Some people do,
Now,
yeah.
slavery
Still happens.
Okay, slavery still happens, and they still act like it happens. Now, if it was so bad, they would want to forget about it. Why do people want to live in the past constantly? Like literally, like why do you want to go on about what happened like 1,000 years ago, or 100 years ago, 300 years ago? Like, why does it matter?
But that's what gets people
Why-
waving flags
Yeah,
and being
but
patriots.
That's the problem with people. Nobody knows how to move forward. Everybody's stuck in a time that they didn't even exist in. Now, I can understand if you were still alive and you were from that time and you lived past it. Fuck yeah, give you a check.
But look,
Okay, because that's fine because you lived past it. You fucking survivor man over here. You know that
But-
makes sense. Now, if you ain't ever been in that time and you weren't born in that time and you know nothing about these times, why should you get anything? That's not like no.
well, that's what brings me back to the recent events of the person who tried to cross the border with his daughter. Now, this is what I mean by people want money or gratification from the things that their ancestors suffered. Everybody has
That's not
suffered.
gonna make anything
That's not
better.
gonna make anything better.
You think they would want that too? Like, oh yeah, by the way, you collect.
Just give me some money and
You
it's
think
okay.
your ancestors would be okay with you collecting money off of them? Off the shit they suffered for? You didn't suffer. They fucking suffered. Not you.
Listen, as a
I'm
government, it's
You
not
listen,
it's not worth it to make one group of people happy to put the economy and everything that runs the
You
country
can't
at risk.
because
If
then,
we gave everybody reparations, that money would fuck up our economy,
well, not only
and our
that,
fractional debt currency would collapse. It would really collapse, and we would be fucked. And we'd be trading guns and drugs and gold and silver and pussy to fucking make it by.
well, not only that, but if you give one group money, there's gonna be another group that's like, where's
Where's my check?
Where's mine?
I'm gonna go check.
You know, everybody.
Check the mail.
We created a word to describe what happened to the Jewish people during the Holocaust, which was genocide. That's the word we created to describe what happened to those people. But genocide, like, what got me really mad is that when this father and daughter died crossing the border at the Mexican border, someone made this video that showed the picture of the Mexican father and the Mexican daughter dead floating in the water, and it said pictures screaming 1,000 words. But what about these other pictures? And it's just showing pictures of slavery, the Holocaust, and all that. These are the pictures that we showed to the world that made us say no more. And I say bullshit because since the Holocaust, genocide still happens. It happened with Idi Amin in Africa. It happened with tons of people throughout the world where genocide still exists. Slavery still exists in India. Slavery still exists in America. They said we call it a fucking paycheck.
I watched a thing the other day where they did a live slave trading. It was on the internet, like live, like as it was happening, like last month.
I mean, unfortunately, what really bothered me was a video that came out not long ago because I'm a morbid person and I sit on Best Gore and Live League
Yeah,
and
you
watch all
watch
these.
people get their toes.
Oh, I watch
cut
people
off
get
and licked
fucking
and stuff.
their heads cut off.
Damon, that's what Damon does.
amputated.
Damon likes to watch these videos where these people get their toes cut off and licked.
No, I watch videos of people being murdered, people being killed in accidents, people being executed. All because honestly, it's really fucked up for me to say. The only reason I watch so much morbid shit on the internet is because it helps me realize, like, hey, I might be not happy because I'm not getting paid enough at work, but hey, I could be getting beheaded by some fat, sweaty motherfucker because
You stole some lamb.
I like smoking weed, or I fucking believe in no God. And things like that. Those are the things that fucking help me out through the day.
That's freedom. That's what we got here.
Exactly, and but people take advantage of all that things. Listen, there's so much horrible things in the world. In the bottle of Zarya, I mentioned to go back to that, but the aliens and the other stuff. It does make me think in a way like, hey, if the world knew that we weren't the only ones here, maybe it would help with world peace. But other than that, it would also create fear, and that's human nature. It goes one or two ways. And that's why I tell most people, I'm like, listen, if you're really mad about something, if you think there's a real injustice in the world and you want to stand up, then fucking stand up. You don't stand up by writing a Facebook post. You don't stand up by fucking writing an Instagram post, reposting somebody's video about what the injustice is in the world. And people who make posts like that and talk about injustice in the world, they're not doing it because they really think it's bad, because they're unhappy with themselves. And that goes back to that fucking lady I was talking about. I was like, I just spent a week in Mexico and I couldn't enjoy it because of our president. That's bullshit. You couldn't enjoy it because you're fucking miserable.
Because of the president. What's he
What
got
has
to
he
do with
got?
your fucking...
Exactly. But the thing is, that's the problem with our world. We live in a world now where people can just project what they're unhappy about or what they believe.
You can't
they're
blame
not
others
happy
for your
about.
mistakes.
But that's the thing, though. People, instead of thinking, oh, my life sucks because I don't work, they go, my life sucks because, my life sucks because of the president. My life because the fonts on TV.
The only way your life sucks because of the president, if you fucking work for him and he stopped paying you.
Exactly.
Or you're his lawyer and got fired. That's the only way your life sucks because of the president. If you're his fucking lawyer and you kiss them boys and stuff. And
like people overcomplicate their lives too much. Like, bro, listen.
People overcomplicate others' lives.
I had a conversation since I've moved to Aventura. Like I said, I'm really grateful for living in a nice neighborhood. Since I moved over there, I haven't heard a police siren. I haven't heard an ambulance.
Evansville is like the safest city.
You told me there was gunshots at one night.
I haven't heard anybody arguing on the
You told me there was
street.
gunshots at one.
There was a guy killed his fucking wife up the street.
There was like a hostage situation when I lived in Eastern Shores too. That shit was crazy.
But still, like since I lived in Abington, I haven't had any problems. But the other day, I didn't tell you about this yet. The other day, I went outside. I can't smoke cigarettes in my complex. I have to go all the way outside the gate.
Good.
So I'm outside the gate smoking a cigarette, and this old man walks past me, and in broken Spanish, 'cause he's a white guy, and he's trying to talk to Latin people in English people. He's like, "Se gusta Donald Trump?" I'm like, "What, bro? I speak English." He goes, "Oh, do you like Donald Trump?" I said, "I don't care." He goes, "Well, here." He gives me a card that he made at his home. That he's
His own fucking time.
of him on his fucking time giving to people to tell them to get Donald Trump impeached. And I asked him when he hands me the card, I said, "Sir, with no disrespect, I mean, you're an older man and I have respect for you because you've lived a long life. But what is Donald Trump doing right now at this time that is affecting you personally in your life?"
Yeah. Like what is he
And
doing?
that motherfucker couldn't give me an answer. And I
Most
looked at him and
people
said,
can't.
"Sir,"
Well, I mean,
I said, "Sir, stop being angry about something that's out of your control. If you're not happy about something, how about this? How about you go home, sit down, put on your favorite movie, think about what's going on. What's going to make you happy?
Mhm.
Instead of blaming it on somebody that you have no control over. You're bitching about a dude that I don't care if you had a megaphone and you were standing on fucking the Washington Monument with the fucking thing up your ass. That even if you were there screaming at it, but the top of your fucking lung, what's going to give a fuck about what you say? No one gives a shit about what you do. So since it's out of your control, why the fuck are you bitching about it? It's not affecting you, bro. Go home and beat your dick like it owes you money and watch cartoons
Shit,
and
go
be happy.
Go home and just get a rocking chair.
Yeah,
It's
dude.
the same thing. No matter what you do, you ain't gonna get you nowhere. You know,
People bitch about the dumbest things. It's unworth it, bro. Listen, I understand
because they're
about
unhappy
wanting
with
nice
themselves.
things. I look at you assholes and you guys buy things that I like. But the thing is, it's because you've been supporting enough where you're allowed to do that.
Damn it, I have a fucking problem. I don't want to buy the thing.
It's not a problem. No, it's not a
It's
problem.
a fucking problem.
No, because
I don't
you
wanna
pay your
buy
fucking
it.
bills.
I'm like
I don't want
addicted.
to buy
No,
these things.
it's not that you
I wanna
guys
buy
pay your
it.
bills. Both of you pay your fucking bills. And you buy things that you like, which you're allowed to do. But that's the problem with people. People buy things with money they
The amount of
don't
money I
have.
spent on clothes and shoes
I do
this
that,
year.
David. I be spending money I don't have every day. I mean, technically, I have it, but I'm like, man, should I pay this?
I'm like, should I save money and like, maybe I could get something like really cool one day
yeah, but I'm just like, no.
instead of just like shoes.
Well, the thing is, listen, bro.
I can't stop.
I'm not gonna talk
I'm
shit.
addicted.
You guys do buy shit that to me is worth a certain value. I don't have a nice car because I have nice things in my house. I have nice paintings in my house. That's what priority to me. But the thing is, you have to do what makes you happy, as long as there's a reason. As long as you guys are not buying Nikes and not paying your light bill, you don't have a problem, dog. Listen, from gambling to smoking weed to doing drugs to jerking off on sidewalks, you don't have a problem unless it takes priority over things it doesn't. The day I go outside and I jerk my dick on the sidewalk and I don't pay my rent, I got a problem with jerking my dick, dog. Period. You know?
Or you go to jail before your rent's due for jerking your dick on the side.
Exactly. So you really don't have a problem. It's not a big deal.
No,
But that's the problem with a lot of people.
Probably get fired.
People want to fucking live a lifestyle that they can afford. Or some people want to bitch about things that are out of their
Yeah, but
control.
also, a lot of people have this lifestyle built up in their head, how everything should be, and like their reality is not their reality.
That's another thing.
Like, in
People
their
think they're
head,
owed
they-
something.
They are like fucking tip top, fucking. They got these nice things. They're doing it, but in reality, they're not doing it. They're doing nothing.
Yeah.
They're literally going to their shitty ass job every fucking week, telling Stacy how much he hates his girlfriend. You know, fucking collecting minimum
Missed.
wage, but flexing on the gram. Okay.
Yeah.
Because in their head, they get upset because they're like, oh shit, why am I not doing this? I was doing this Friday night because I had Saturday off. You know, like they get sucked into whatever they're doing at the
What
time.
bothers me is people who complain about their job.
Yeah, you signed up for it.
Worries work, bro.
No, like you signed up for
You
it.
know,
Exactly.
Literally, you signed up for it. Like you went there and asked them for it. Actually,
You
you were
asked
like,
them for
"Hey,
it.
I want to work here," and they were like, "Are you sure?" They even like gave you an interview.
What can you add to our team?
Yeah, like they even asked you, and you were the one that was like,
You had to convince them.
The thing
you
is,
told
like,
them that you are a great worker and you can't do shit.
one thing we all know though is common sense is common. And like, I had lots of friends who decided to start their own businesses, and they reached out to have partners and stuff. And it's the common sense shit, the things that you should know automatically that fuck people. I tell every person I know that runs their own business, like, yo, bro, if you have a partner, the goal of your partner is not to get a slice of the pie, it's to make the fucking pie bigger. And if he ain't making your fucking income bigger, then he shouldn't be part of your fucking partner. He shouldn't be part of your team. And that's where people fucking common sense things, bro, because they want things that are out of their reach. Let me tell you something. Julia was like, yo, baby, I want to move to Aventura, and it's going to be $2,500 a month. In my brain, all that matters to me in a relationship is that 50-50. That we're going to pay half, and there's no one better than anybody. That we're equals in this. And when she said she wanted that, it was going to be this much, I had to calculate in my brain, can I afford this? Can I pull this off? Am I capable of this? Without having to look at somebody that I love, that I get to put my pee-pee in once in a while. When I'm going, hey, can I give you $200 this week instead of $400?
No,
So I had to
for sure.
But there's a lot of people, bro, I got lots of friends that have a brand new Charger or a brand new Cadillac, but they live in an efficiency in Little Havana with a mattress on the fucking floor, dog.
Yeah,
You know? I know a lot of motherfuckers like that.
Or their parents.
Or they're in debt up to their fucking eyeballs and living with their mother.
Me.
Shut up. You know what I mean about it?
Yeah, dude.
Guilty.
I still live at home. My mom,
Yeah,
she be
man.
making me breakfast. She would make me like French toast and shit.
Man.
And that's tight.
I made French toast last week, man.
Hell yeah.
But let me tell you something though. Breakfast on the weekends, I eat one egg. One egg. That's what Julia makes me. I wake up to her.
Why do you only eat one egg?
Because she wakes me up like that. Julia will wake me up and go, baby, I made breakfast.
She hands you an egg.
One egg.
And I get up and there's one egg and this artificial butter and these little pre-made toasts. They're little pieces of bread. They're toasted and everything.
That sounds fucking terrible. I would be upset.
And coffee I don't like.
I'd be like, yo, come on.
I don't get upset, man, because I eat my little egg.
At least 2 eggs.
I tell her that all the time, my baby, if you want me to eat less and be on a diet, I am allowed to eat as many fucking eggs as I want.
Yeah, you can eat all the good food.
That's why I like the potato diet.
I don't really know.
I lost 60 pounds of potato pie one time.
Just eating
Where I just ate potatoes, breakfast, lunch, and dinner time. It worked out like a madman. It fucking lost a ton of weight.
Yeah, I mean, if you burn more calories than you're taking in, you're gonna
That's
lose
basic
weight.
science. Yeah, exactly.
I did hear a rumor about a potato diet. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't see how you
I don't
can
know if
get
you remember
all
the
the
guy I used to
nutrients.
work out with. There was this dude I used to work out with, bro. That was personally me and his superior, which was Iron Andrew. He's the dude that would lead us in from the front of the Icon Club to the stage. He was the biggest bouncer in the fucking building, bro. And me and Iron Andrew used to work out together, bro. And I got fucking humongous with this guy. I lost a bunch of without doing steroids. And Iron Andrew, really no bullshit. Potatoes. Potatoes, dog. That's what put me on the diet. Potatoes.
See, the problem with something like that is it's not maintainable long term. What are you gonna only eat potatoes for the rest of your life? As soon as you
No,
start
like
doing
eventually
that
you change your diet.
and going back to eating normal
Carrots.
stuff.
Just added carrots.
Yeah, like,
Probably
you're gonna gain the weight back. It doesn't work.
Bro, let me tell you, that club that we used to go to all the time, I eventually started working at. And Iron Andrew was still the fucking
Twist.
No,
Which
fucking
club?
Icon. Like me and Matthew would go from.
I thought you worked at the gay club.
No, I worked there too, and I worked at Icon. And when I went to Icon, it was after we would hang out at the club all the time. I eventually just asked the dude, I'm like, let me be the bartender. Let me be the bar back here. Just fuck around. And one night, that bouncer, Iron Andrew, bro, I was sitting at the bar and I just finished spitting a huge ball of fire. And what sucks is that if you ask any fire spitter, they spit fire using lantern oil because it doesn't have a bad taste. No, I'm using lighter fluid because, I'm a dumbass. So I just spit this large side of lighter fluid, Publix lighter fluid. My mouth tastes disgusting. It smells horrible. Right when I blow this fucking fireball, I look across the bar and I see Iron Andrew pick a dude up by his fucking ears. grabbed him by fucking and lifted him up off the ground and slammed him on his fucking head. And I was like, oh, best night of my life. The boss,
spitting all over my leg.
sorry, the owner of the company of the club.
Spraying him, dude.
He runs
Like,
over.
I'm not even joking.
I'm
like,
sorry. He runs
just
over to
spraying
Aaron.
the fuck out of my legs. Like, I know we got a grass lawn and shit over here.
We're not outside.
Yeah, David, you ain't gotta water the lawn, dude. We're good.
Whatever, bro. He grabbed it, just slammed on his
Oh,
head.
whatever, me. You just
And the owner runs up to him.
And it's crazy because he stopped talking and I still kept feeling it hit me. Like, it was just raining, dude. Like, it spit all
Bro,
over
Iron
my
Aaron
leg.
just slammed this kid on his head, and the owner runs over and goes, "You can't do that." And Andrew looks at him, he's like, "Get the fuck out of my way." He grabs this kid back up by his fucking earlobe like a mother and drags him to the front door like if he was going to the principal office with a priest. By his fucking earlobe. It's the most hilarious thing.
You ever been in the office with a priest?
Mm-hmm. I went to Catholic school.
Yeah, I know. That's what I was asking.
It's been horrible. I remember the first
Did
time.
anybody get raped?
You know what's really fucked up,
I mean,
man?
if
Later
you
on in
read
life,
that,
I
right?
found out that one of the priests at the Catholic school I went to got fucking indicted, arrested, and everything for touching kids and shit. The school I went to, and that's what's sad about the Catholic school culture and all that. That unfortunately, it's like they're Joe Rogan said the other day. It's the peanut butter to their jelly. It's like, oh, you see peanut butter, jelly, Catholic priest, child molester.
That's so
It's nuts.
crazy.
It's like it's weird. These people in like because you're the most highest power, pretty much.
Yeah.
And, like,
it's just weird that so many of them are pedophiles.
yeah, but if you're the most highest power,
Like, why
you
aren't they
become
just like fucking hookers and like doing cocaine and getting
Some
caught doing
are.
that? Why
That's
are they
another
fucking
thing.
kids?
There's an article you can look up right now. There's an article, no bullshit. It made my day when I read it. The TS, the security that checks outgoing mail to other countries caught a package going to Vatican City in Rome, where the Pope lives. You know, big ass hat and shit. A package going to Vatican City of silk pillows, 12 of them, stuffed with 24 kilos. It means 2 kilos per pillow. Getting delivered to the Vatican. That means a bunch of priests are getting perico the fuck up and fucking kids. Like,
You can't fuck when you do a lot of cocaine. though.
some people can, bro. It pisses me off when I meet a motherfucker that tells me that. Oh, dog, when I do coke, I fuck on that. I said, nigga, if I do coke, I gotta fucking punch my dick against the counter and get it going.
Because it's a
You have to pull it out
vasoconstrictor.
like an accordion. It's like inside at that point. You have to like pull it out.
Bro, when I went to the store in LA, when I went to the comedy store in LA, I had to meet fucking Bobcat Golfway.
Birdquist.
No, Bobcat Golfway. When I met him at the store, I made the comment like, I came all over from Miami. There's some other comedian that was in the room with him. It was like, pfft. When I said Miami, I said, what the fuck you talking shit about Miami for? Why? Because you went there on spring break and did a little cocaine and couldn't handle yourself and jerked off a tranny? The fuck you bitching about, bro? Like, that's what I love about this city, bro. Like, fucking people come to California, do a little bit of cocaine, don't know how to handle themselves and make dumb decisions.
Miami sucks. Nah, you just had too much fun.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Like, Martin Luther King weekend and spring break in Miami are my favorite holidays. Not like
Dude,
because,
MLK Rideout is
well, the MLK riots, nuts, but
it's literally cops. Like it's a chase.
well, last year, Martin Luther
I
King
didn't
Day,
go out last year. But
I
the
know
year
you didn't.
before I did.
but I and you should remember when I came home, Martin Luther King Day last year, I got off of work. I got off of work though, Martin Luther King Day last year, and on the highway, every exit that I passed from Western Florida down to Miami-Dade County, every exit had like 5 state troopers just waiting for some dumb motherfucker on an ATV on a fucking speed bike.
The whole key to that is staying with the group. As soon as you try to split off, that's
Yeah.
when they'll come after you.
Exactly.
But they can't pull over 30 of you at once. It's impossible.
If you stay all together, all they can do is just chase you around.
They could just chase you around.
It's crazy because like when me and Tyler rode around that one year, like there was like 20 of us that left this house, and then we went to this gas station to fuel up, and then like and then like 50 of them pulled up, and then like we were riding around, and we finally met up with all these dudes in this big parking lot area. And the next thing you know, we seen the helicopter, and then we all left from there.
Yeah.
It was just riding around all day. And finally, Tyler's motorcycle fucking ran out of gas. His had just cut off on him.
Yo,
So we had to like push it out of the way. But like all the cops passed us and everything, so we were good. And then like his motorcycle started up, we got gas and rode all the way back home in the rain.
yo, what sub did you get, Josh?
Some kind of chicken. I think.
What's on there?
Like chicken and like
Chipotle.
I'm about to eat it right now.
Damn it.
There's pizza in there.
I know, I had to go for the pizza now. I mean, I didn't want to eat pizza.
There's pizza.
Oh, man. Look how, I'm sorry, everybody. Like I said, I'm not a shoe guy and I've been in the culture, but it makes me proud that these Nikes, these off-white Air Force Ones that on StockX, I checked yesterday,
Yeah.
did research, they're still over $500.
Really?
Man, but these fucking shoes that people, every time they say that, yo, David, those are tight shoes, these are fucking, look at them, they're fucking filthy.
Dude, I have some Jason Marks that we could just fucking clean the shit out of a bit.
Well, Julia, this morning while I was waiting for the fucking maintenance guy to fix my AC, I laid in the living room couch, which I've never done before. I bought this couch months ago. I've never even sat on the motherfucker. I laid on it today. And on the coffee table in the living room, we have these candles. I looked at them and I realized they're wax candles, but they're molded into a sheet.
Yeah.
That they put the cotton wick in and they just roll it up like a blunt. I'm like, this is a cool candle. So I reached over and got the candle. And while I'm looking at this candle, I'm like, I forgot where I was going with the story. But either way, I grabbed this candle laying in my living room. I'm like, yo, look at this badass fucking cheap candle. And I like looked at the Amazon history. I'm like, this fucking bitch paid $50 for these candles. There's two
For these hand-rolled candles.
these hand-rolled fucking thin wax candles that the wick you can move in and out of. I'm like, this is a shitty candle.
I can make you one of those. I can.
Bro, if you guys ever want candles, which I'm not gonna lie, I'm half a fag when it comes to candles and shit smells pretty, I'm gonna buy it. But there's a company called Creepy Candles that makes a lot of creepy candles, like the bleeding skull candles you see in Walgreens on
That's
Halloween.
cool.
But they had this one that's a hand, and it melts into like a blood wax with a skeleton like inner coating. Like it's amazing.
And I got this candle one time that was a cat and it melted down to like this metal frame.
See, that's metal.
Yeah, it was cool. I was into it. Well,
Nope. Who buys an olive pizza? You fucking weirdo.
David, you bought a fucking white pizza. What are you disgusting piece of shit?
Yeah, but it's olive.
That was offensive.
Dude, you bought a white pizza. Who does that?
First of all,
Don't say first of all without saying first of all.
whoa.
Wow, Damien. Your shoes have been off for a while and I don't smell them.
Yeah, because I washed my fingernails. I cut my fingernails and I have dirt on my
And you're
fingernails.
still spitting on me, dude. Stop. Now we got, yeah, you've done everything else. Now you just, you killed two habits and picked up a new one. You gonna take that dab that you put in there too?
You take it.
Nah, dude, that's yours. Bohemian Rhapsody.
That was a good movie. That new Queen movie.
I mean, it ain't new anymore.
Well, the Elton John movie too is good as well. I like that movie.
Man, I don't know if I can sit here between both you fucking assholes, fucking chewing one in each ear, and then Damon's gonna start spitting on me, and you're gonna start laughing and choking your fucking food, and then I'm gonna have to put your mouth to mouth or put my finger in your throat and pull it out. 'Cause I'm not kissing Damien with.
Oh, speaking of, there's this YouTube channel I watch called Infographics.
Oh, I thought you were. I said kissing boys, and you're like, oh, speaking of, Damon's obviously he's gonna tell me a story.
I've never
about
kissed a boys.
He's gonna tell me about kissing.
No, I'm a top.
Josh. Well, that's good because Josh is a power bottom.
No, he's not.
Yeah, he'll.
No, I'm a reluctant bottom.
Like,
I don't know. Hold on. I'm not sure.
Like Josh is one of those. Like if you put it in, he works those glutes and just you won't let it go. Like you're not getting it back.
Did you ever hear?
It's called
Eddie
bear
Murphy?
trap.
Did you ever watch Eddie Murphy's Raw? Eddie Murphy has a bit where he goes, "Yo, I have a dream, And Mr. T's a faggot. And he goes, "Hey, ma, you look good in them jeans. How about you come over here and fuck me up the ass? Yeah, stick it in. Hey, slow down. You're going to come too fast. I'm going to clip up my butt cheeks and tear your dick off." That's how I feel Josh is. Hey, calm down. Blah.
Snap a demon seed off.
If there's one thing I can't stand, it's premature ejaculation.
See, that's my problem. I don't have premature ejaculation. It's more like instant. Do you just touch it?
Damon's the only dude that comes with fucking soft dick.
Mm-hmm. It's technique I learned from years of doing cocaine.
Still amazes me, dude.
Nah,
I thought
That's
by,
amazing.
I thought by science it had to be hard, you know?
if you just drug it fast enough.
It's like wet spaghetti. Have you ever tried to squeeze the water out of a spaghetti noodle?
I don't know why that reminded
Bring
me.
it out.
I just realized, like, if you guys have ever been to my neighborhood, there's a water park right by my neighborhood.
I've never been to your house, Damien.
Is that where you watch them?
No, but like up the street from my house,
Oh, yeah.
there's a fucking water park.
Do you go there often, Gates?
No, I've never been there
Oh.
because I had a bad experience at Wet n Wild in Orlando when I was a
Are you
kid.
not allowed there anymore?
When I was a kid, I went to Wet n
The
Wild.
children?
Okay, the Wet n Wild has a slide called the Jump of Fear. It's basically a 90-degree angle straight down on the slide.
I know how to cue angles.
I was a lifeguard at Wet n Wild for a week.
No way.
True fact.
So remember this ride, every slide at Wet n Wild, they tell you to what? Cross your legs. You know why they tell you to cross your legs?
Yeah.
So water doesn't shoot up your ass.
And also so your bathing suit doesn't go up your ass.
So I go on the Jump of Fear. Right when I go over, I get terrified, so I go spread eagle, trying to stop myself off the slide.
You can't do that.
I reach the bottom and I got an asshole full of water. And I get up doing the crab walk from the slide to the bathroom. And the bathroom just proceed to push water out of my ass. And I'm all embarrassed and I'm crying. And I start listening. Everybody in the stall next to me, they're both squeezing water out of their house. So I'm like, I'm not the only one.
The only one. That's disgusting.
You know,
Hold on, I want to know why Josh only worked there for a week.
yeah, what'd you do? Like, what did you do to get fired?
You sleeping in the sun?
No,
out here.
Some
What do you
kid drowned in the lazy
nothing,
river?
nothing bad. My plans just changed. I ended up coming back to South Florida for the summer,
Mm.
Oh.
and I thought I was going to work in Orlando.
It was under, it was
You want to know what they were paying me? It was like
$8.50.
seven something an hour
like
Wow.
minimum wage.
to be a fucking lifeguard. It was like 7 something an hour.
That's back
Why do
then.
the most
Shit.
important jobs pay the least?
What? My buddy.
I made $15.50 as a paramedic.
Yo, I had a buddy who was in the fucking Air Force, got out of the Air Force, builds grenade launchers, and he only gets paid $12 an hour. I'm
Wow.
like, you get to build grenades and blow shit up all day, and you only get $12 an hour? That's bullshit, dude.
Mhm.
You could die. Like, you could blow
Right.
yourself up. He literally puts together grenade launchers, like assembles them, and then fires them to make sure they work.
That's crazy.
Wow.
He's setting fields on fire and whatnot have you.
I mean, a little bit off topic is that I read a study recently that said that skilled trade workers, people that include like concrete workers, brick masons, carpenters, the average age for a skilled trade record welders is about 45 years old. And the first thing I thought about was, wow, what's going to happen 50 years from now when nobody wants to work on the bridge or build the buildings or maintain them?
Robots.
We're going to have shit crumbling around us if we don't build robots.
Shit's already crumbling around us, dude.
Well, automation, like, that's one of the arguments that Eddie Wong has about his run for presidency. Like, we should give every American a certain amount of money a year because automation is going to take away a lot of jobs. And I understand that some people won't be able to get other types of jobs. Like, if they make automation, like trucking automation, like Tesla's trying to build a semi truck that can do it itself without a person, that's going to take away a lot of jobs from people.
Yeah, but somebody's got to learn how to work on that thing.
Exactly, but what's sad about it is that like the tech community, the people behind all this automation, where when truck drivers are like, "Hey, that's gonna take away our jobs," they start using a hashtag hashtag learn the code, expecting these fucking middle-aged truck drivers to take computer classes and learn how to program.
Yeah,
I'm like,
right.
that's fucked up, bro.
Dude,
Uh,
yeah, right.
but
Those dudes are truck drivers trying to get that 401k. So whenever they're too old and get the diabetes and they can't drive no more because their legs are swollen.
like my dad did a full stint for the U.S. government in Alaska welding on the pipeline, and barely gets anything from them, monthly. It's horrible.
Are you trying to get up? Or
Yeah. Holy shit.
Try to stretch your leg out.
You have no idea how much this hurts.
I know I do.
If your legs weren't so thin.
The other day I couldn't even get up. Try to sit on that foam roller right there.
I don't think I can, honestly.
Let Damien punch you in it. But make sure he washes his hands first.
No, that's not gonna happen. I'll wash my hands.
Yeah.
I wonder if sitting in a car for 20 hours yesterday.
Yes.
You sat in a car for 20 hours?
Try to
Yeah.
bend down and touch your toes.
I'm scared.
Yeah, but that's what you got to do and hold it.
If you fall over and crack your head, I'll take your wardrobe. Hey, look, there's a bone here.